Oke, selamat datang di channel gua. Kali ini gua mau lanjutin part 6 ya. Yaitu kita mau ke Sasau. Itu kemarin kita melawan para, mungkin ada pengkhianat kayaknya di antara pasukan ini ya. Nah, kita mendapatkan salah satu misterius kenaik atau misterius apa? Kenaik itu apa ya bahasa Indonesia? Apa ya? Bersenjata pokoknya. Udah. Namanya Ulkan, tapi kita pura-pura nggak tahu namanya, ngomong ke Tobias. Kali ini kita langsung mau ke Sasau. Check it out. Lanjut ke tempat selanjutnya, OTW Sasau. Let's go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, udah nggak ada begal. Sudah sampai. Hari ini hujan ya. Still loading, masih lama loadingnya ya. Tunggu aja. Wajar aja lah, PC-nya amburadul. Apakah tutup? Kita ke toko baju ya. Harinya gelap cok. Gelap banget harinya.
Jesus Christ.
Cari baju dulu ya. Ini ininya 1714. Kita cari dah. 1016, 1417. Kebaliknya. 1616. 1714. Tapi yang pendek. Harganya paling bawah ya. Kalau Saxon ini depnya 10 ya. 11, beratnya 10. Ada ya? Sebelas. Kurang lebih aja sih. Beli yang pendek aja ya, biar nggak kelihatan apa gitu kan. Gak apa-apa, ada uang kok. 1714 sel. 1714 basket. Anjing Hegel lah.
Can we do some?
Tawar bisa 7,5.
Since it's you, I'd almost shut.
Nggak bisa lah.
Well,
Anjing emang.
for that.
Ya, oke. Pasang langsung ya. Nah, kan jangan kan. Kita cek dulu questnya biar nggak salah-salah. Pin out opsional, speak with Ulrich. Kayaknya kita ngomong ke Ulrich dulu dah. Ke B ya. Ulrich ini mana ya? Sebelah sini. OTW Bang Ulrich. Ada apa dengan kota ini? Kita coba cek nanti. Apakah ada udang di balik batu atau batu di balik udang? Digoreng dan digoreng dan minyak dimasak tumis. Dalam pasti. Duduk.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the alma.
Alma the silver.
The other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he ran to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Bicara dengan Master Pesco. Mana Master Pesco ya? Oh, di dalam ini. Ini.
Look out! I'm honored that you should come to me.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same paint goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes are just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But when you care to buy something before you go, or play a game, I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Oh, wine. Jual wine ya. Bohong aja ya winnya. Jangan pakai tawa-tawa. Gue lebihin dah, gue lebihin.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Here, with a little something on top for good measure.
Oh no, thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Udah. Sudah nih. Tanya-tanya lagi ya? Tidak.
God grant you.
God watch over you. Good night. Especially in these. Good luck.
Questnya tadi apa ya? Pin outward quit shipper.
Hey! He's here again!
Well, I never. Henry!
Siapa dia?
Henry! Here!
I can't believe it. We've known each other our whole lives, near enough.
Siapa ini? Oh, ini yang yang di Scarlet itu ya.
Henry! I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive! Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl. Really?
Bollocks! Bloody Joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rathai that I got back in my right mind.
And I see you're not doing too badly for yourself. What are you up to?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
And we looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything.
It will really help us out right now.
I'll find you something. You can rely on me.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Scarlet, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunkers in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa, but who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Rathai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work?
Kesian hujan-hujan. Lama-lama juga hafal, bos.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me
Kes.
something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman. Which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What
Jack.
about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
Sudah?
That will be all. Thank you. Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes.
Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
Oke deh. Backyard. Sini ya. Langsung fast travel aja. Capek gue, Cok. Terlalu susah melewati jembatannya. Bukan susah deh, tapi males. Anjing.
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
Sorry, bos. Salah kamar kayaknya. Salah kamar kayaknya.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm looking for some.
Ah,
Fine,
salah.
thank you.
Salah pencet anjing.
Good luck to you.
Ini.
Good day to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
I see. You can't because you don't have any. And you don't have any because you're selling it out the back door, eh?
Suppose I was. I don't see what business it is of yours.
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the Royal Hetman Radzig Kobala, and you've got yourself mixed up with a counterfeiting gang?
Counterfeiters? Meaning what?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop. They need the quicksilver to make fake groschen.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope.
Ayo.
Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
Oh, they came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing, I mean before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with the one responsible for construction.
Gotta be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer. What matter is it you're here about?
It has to do with the stone for construction.
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. He knows more about that sort of thing. His study is right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction. Almost.
Mirip tadi kayak di mana gitu miripnya.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass. Farewell.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down, fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
I'll be with you. Please.
Oh, Johanka ente.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My god, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh god. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Please.
Talk to Brother Nicomedes. Mumpung disasau. Apa nanti aja ya? Master paper. Nanti dah. Johanka. We get out this. Langsung to the road and go on. Pasang dah. Cari aman saat naik motor.
Have you lost?
Kill langsung bangsat.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Bangsat. Oh, jago juga ya. Anjing kalau libas kan lo. Kan? Ngomong.
I'm in no mood for talk. You beast!
Ambilin bos. Kill lah. Ambilin. Taruh. Ini doang anjing ngapain? Sudah dong. Siapa itu? Kok lah, kok gitu? Salah gua apa? Kok bisa gitu? Salah gua apa, oi? Salah gua di mananya, jancok?
God be with you. God be with you.
Bukan ini.
Hey, you!
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Conservative.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
Nothing much.
Well, hurry up, Henry. There's no time to waste.
Master Fayfar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Scarlet's mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Scarlet's mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing a pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radza can rely on me. That's all clear. I'll get going.
Goodbye.
Don't move a finger! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law-breaking. Ah, kurwa! Got you at last! Now you'll get what's coming to you.
What?
Try that on someone else. I know full well you're responsible for murder, and other crimes too. If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to the chopping block. You're lucky the law will only let me throw you in jail.
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better watch your step, or I'll make things so hot for...
If that's how you want it, you idiot. You! Stop right where you are! Is that the best you can do?
Anjing dikejar.
Come here, Dibba.
Anjing.
Yeah.
Anjing bisa kabur. Anjing jago gua. Loncat. Anjing jago gua itu. Bangsat. Anjing jalannya. Masa balik lagi anjing, cok. Tanya apa anjing? Tanya anjing.
You'll get.
Bangsat.
Got you. Now what? Try that on. Personally.
Oh, come on.
Sure.
Anjing di penjara.
Jail?
Get moving. I hope you.
Anjing. Bandit loh, berarti itu bandit itu pasukannya yang gue bunuh ya. Bangsat, gue di penjara. Bangsat, apakah ada yang hilang? Gak ada anjing. Drop. Udah. Bangsat penjara. Wasting time banget anjing. Ngantuk, lapar dia. Sian banget. Astaga. Hah? Bailip. Pada mau tidur, aku gangguin anjing.
God bless you.
You look different.
So how's the fit?
Right.
So what have you found out?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery. I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
Have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to...
I'll try to think of something, that's all.
Take care.
Oh, baru bangun. Di blacksmith tadi ya? Blacksmith tadi gua tanya dulu dah. Ke blacksmith. Kalau nggak salah blacksmith di sini. Halo. Bukan ya? Oke. Goblok. Makan dulu dah, kalau ada makan nih. Assalamualaikum.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day, he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Take care now.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Anjay, jalannya gila.
Preppy with you. What can I do for you?
Florian.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I can see the harm, so I sent her into him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
Florian and Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's a poor girl to do?
Right.
And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Di mana saya menemukan Florian?
I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard.
Oh.
If he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine.
Dia benar-benar baik. Saya
I
tidak
told him
mengatakan.
everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'd like to know more about the kidnap.
God
Udah.
bless.
Tanya kemana lagi nih? Kecek dulu ya. Langsung gas. Oh ini blacksmith ya, aduh. Blacksmith ya, bukan. Ini ya, baker. Bukan. Sorry bos. Di sini kayaknya.
Hey, is someone there?
Sini ya?
Greetings. What?
Bukan. Ini kah? Bukan. Mana ya? Oh salah anjing. Sebelah sini. Nah.
God be with you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapporteur mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Bantuin nggak ya? Bantuin nggak ya? Bantuin dah.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Gue bantuin soalnya gue mau perang.
Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me
Anjing
speak to
jauhnya
her.
sekali.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my savior.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything.
Goodbye.
Look here.
I told you. God be with you.
Bangsat jauhnya sekali. Ya udahlah, bantuin saja bos. Kita ke Kopna aja berarti ya. Semoga saja aman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Persiapan dulu dah. 1, 2. Dah. Anjing, gue pakai kuda. Semoga saja aman. Is my house, is my home, is my village there. Is there my village? Coba kita pakai ini. Lumayan kan, 1 atau 2 dapat. Oh itu ya. Bukan. Masih jauh. Anjing, gue takut duluan. Oh itu. Hop. Quest lokal gimana? Hmm.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Get over here!
Anjing.
You're dead. Raise the alarm.
Anjing. Anjay. Hah? Ambilin bos. Aduh, diambil. Kill deh. We have this. Anjing dapat. Lumayan. Dijual anjing. Taruh komposnya. Sangat lumayan. Ambil. Lumayan ini bos dijual terpisah. Itulah untungnya berbuat baik. Dijual. Weaponnya juga dijual. Jangan ngomong dulu bos. Barangkali ada tempatnya. Aduh kosong. Serius nih kosong. Ya elah. Makan dulu. Esther.
Help me.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too.
Anjing.
This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Anjay. Berbuat baik itu kita mendapat rampasan perang. Gua suka yang battle-battle, yang perang-perang bos.
I hope I can be of...
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapita.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a night they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
Sir Jezek.
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. Take care.
Kemana, Pak? Misi baru ya? Find Rapota. Rapota ya. Jangan tanya lagi dah. Apa ini?
I know you.
What?
Of course, my dream.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, That dream has come true.
Then I'm in luck.
On the contrary, what's your name? Henry. So, Henry, are you...
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Me? I am an unworthy, low, and miserable servant of Providence. Scott, without home or kin, I want ointments, relics. Wonderful! Oh!
So, how do you...
With a test.
Oh.
I have my eye on...
Go on.
First, I need to...
About that tooth.
I know.
I'm listening.
A layman named...
Wouldn't that...
It is?
There's a... Fine.
What?
This place... How...
Anjing. Lama.
That...
No.
How am I supposed to...
Damn.
Very... I'll get... Would you teach me?
Certainly.
I'd like...
Salah tanya, sorry.
My humble. Take care.
God save.
Take care.
Lepas dah. Kemana nih gunanya anjing? Anjing. Tempat apa ini? Oh.
God save.
Anjing Razo.
God.
Ada yang gede, tinggi damage-nya di atas 70? Gak ada.
I hope I...
Do you...
Bring him in. Take care.
What can...
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, and then...
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft. No.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect...
Of course, any man...
Can you tell me...
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's...
If you don't mind my asking, what...
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet.
What a...
Zach, except... And they...
That will be all. Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Monastery. Di lodging aja ya. Biasanya di sini ada. Tanya-tanya dulu di sini dah. Mulu Rich.
I might know where the materials from the monastery get passed on to the forgers.
Where?
Up the hill by Sasa Woods.
Shall we go right now?
No, I need to find out more. I don't even know if anyone will be there now, but you could keep an eye out there, in case anyone appears, I mean.
Agreed.
Anjing.
God be with you.
Well, Master Painter.
Yes, unfortunately. And my offer still...
I'm sorry, but I don't have...
Good boy.
Ampas.
Yeah.
Salah jalan.
Yeah.
Cek dulu di mana.
Yeah.
Laut sini kah? Di atas kah? Anjing, masa iya? Bukan anjing.
Good luck to you.
If you're not what
Anjing, gua diusir.
Mind out.
Oh, sebelah situ, bos.
You wouldn't happen to know what Fritz and Matthew did here?
Don't even talk to me about that. They weren't badly, so they started drinking.
They always have.
One of the
What? And why is he being so hard on Fritz?
I don't know.
And
I...
thank you.
God bless.
Mana anjing? Sini kan? Salah jalan kah? Borderlius.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So
Oh.
it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in...
I'm surprised you see it that way. They only talk about you with respect.
Really? Them?
Of course. They said you fight like a bull. And they hope you'll have a beer with them sometime again.
Well, definitely.
Anjing dibohongin.
Fight sometimes. I'm sure we'll settle this debt somehow.
May the Lord watch over you.
Kemana lagi gua nanya anjing? Kesini kah? Anjing. Gua coba cari di sini dah. Is Jack maybe here? Are you Jack here?
My humble greetings.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Aha.
God be with you.
Anjing. Pitus.
How come you're wearing such... Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father? You're asking for it, boy.
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, besides the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgraves to Radze Kobbler, investigating a grievous crime against the crown.
Anjing, atas namakan si Rezik, bos.
I'd let you read my bill of authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
Ah, kan?
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberties.
Never mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. God be with you.
Tanya lagi anjing.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What?
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copy sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
Apa ya? Anjing bayar ya.
You've got cheek. Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging for mercy right now. I'm not trying to make a profit.
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me. So Rads are definitely going to be hearing about this.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. I certainly didn't mean to offend one of Lord Radzig's men. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota, or the knight?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man, about that matter I need help with. I'll gladly pay you.
First, tell me what's going on.
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rapstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
So what do I get out of it?
Vitus will let you have the cuirass from his suit of armor, and I'll throw in a few groschen on top.
Sounds good.
And I'm sure a fellow like you would be glad to be on good terms with the best armorer for miles around, eh?
That remains to be seen.
what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armor is light as an eggshell and hard as a rock.
Do you really think that will work?
Otter's always mouthing off in the alehouse that my young lad isn't worth a damn. Once I show he's just a bitter old bastard spouting hot air, his business will be ruined, and Vitus will reap the reward. What with all the strife in the country these days, there'll be no end of work for a good armorer.
How about if the armor for the bailiff mysteriously went missing?
Jesus Christ! Don't even talk about it.
Anjing.
Although, if Otter doesn't agree to the duel, it might be the only option.
Exactly. And if you want to wreck Otter's reputation, not keeping his promise to the bailiff could be even worse for him than your idea.
You're right. Do whatever you think fit then. But if the armor gets lost, don't come to me afterwards. I know nothing about it, right?
Of course.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Cek amat, cek amit. Oke, kita sudah dulu ya. Lanjut part berikutnya. Kita melanjutkan misi ini, Pin of Time. Oke. Terima kasih banyak.